Hello my friend and welcome. I have a spring wreath for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how you can use a 5-gallon paint stick and create a beautiful Deco mesh bee themed spring swag. Let me show you how to make it. For today's project, you will need a 5-gallon stir stick. You can pick this up at a Home Depot, Lowe's, or any paint store. Usually if you go in and you ask, they will give you one for free, but those tend to have a lot of printing on. If you pick something up like that, you may want to paint your stir stick. This one I picked up from Lowe's in a package of 3. I believe I paid $1.99 for 3, and I like it. It does have some white printing here as a measurement of a ruler, and the other side is plain. So I like these because I don't have to paint them. They look nice and clean, and I just put any print facing up and you won't be able to see it at all. You're also going to need some full-length pipe cleaners. Now if your paint stick has any writing on it, you want that to be facing up. So take one full-length pipe cleaner. I'm going to do a loop there about 2 inches, and then I'm going to do a twist. This is what we're going to use to hang our project when we're completed. Okay, and I want to put this on the back with a plain side. And wherever it is the thinnest here at the top that comes in, you want to attach that nice and snug. That way it's not going to slide off, and it's going to hold the weight of our wreath today. After we get everything on, I'm going to go back and we'll touch up with some hot glue to make sure nothing moves. And now we're going to turn this into a working rail. So start at the bottom. You want to come up just about 1 inch. You're going to place one pipe cleaner here. Just try to get it in the center. A couple twists, and you want to leave those standing up. You're going to do the same thing at the opposite end. And for me, it's above where I put my hanger. Okay. Now we're going to place one of those right in the center. And then one in the center on either side, just like that. Now in between each of these, we're going to place 2 more pipe cleaners. One's going to face this way and the other one's going to face that way. For your convenience, in the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. This list will not only tell you how much you're going to need, it will also let you know where I purchased the materials. I have all my pipe cleaners on, and now I'm going to go in and just add some hot glue. I want to make sure that they don't slide around and that they stay in the position. Same thing here with the hanger. Okay, so we're going to prep our ribbon. I pulled out 5 different ribbons to go onto this swag. I have this one, faux burlap. It's 2.5 inches at 10 yards. This one right here is one of my favorites. Beautiful green background. Look at how beautiful the bees are. They actually look like they're fuzzy. And of course, I love the daisies. A little bit more daisy accent. This one's 1.5 inches. And then these two, I wanted to pull in a little bit of black, but not too much, and I thought these will work fine. I love the yellow and black, fits the bees. And this one, I love that neutral background with the different colored polka dots. So these three are 1.5 inches at 10 yards, and these two are 2.5 inches at 10 yards. I did purchase all of these at craftoutlet.com. I will have the item numbers for them in the description box below. You want to cut 6 pieces of each ribbon at 12 inches and dovetail the ends. I have one roll here of 10 inch by 10 yard, this beautiful lime green deco mesh. I really like this color. I think it's going to set off all the other colors that we're going to add on top. And I'm going to be adding a lot of ribbon and some signs on this. So I wanted to keep the base nice and plain. So to get this started, you want to scrunch the ends. And then you want to pull down and make a loop. Now this loop can be however big or small that you want. That's what's going to start it. You want to make sure that your ends are on the bottom and underneath. And you're going to start right at the top. Pull it snug and give a twist. We are going to be coming back and adding some other items later on, so you don't want to trim those off. And what we're going to do is we're going to go right down the center to the bottom here, and then we're going to come up one side, over, and then down the other. To help me measure my poofs, I'm going to be using my small cutting mat. You want to start where you attached it here. And we're going to be measuring our poofs for this at 12 inches. So pinch at 12 inches, and then you're going to take that, move down the center, and go to the next pipe cleaner. And you just keep measuring and go right down the center. Okay, I'm down at the end. And now I'm going to measure again at 12 inches. And you can go to either side, it doesn't matter. But now I'm going to move over to the side here and start attaching it on the side. If you're enjoying today's content, make sure to subscribe, and when the notification bell pops up, if you hit that too, YouTube will let you know every time I upload new content. And I do upload new content to my channel every week. So I'm up here at the top, so I'm going to make a pit stop here in the middle before I cross over completely to the other side. Then trim off your mesh. You want to leave about 1 inch. That uses just about half a roll. And that is our first pass. We're going to fill this in with some curls and ribbon, so don't worry. This is going to be nice and thick by the time we're done. Okay, I've done the poof method here on the base. And now we're going to fill in. You want to cut what's left of your roll into strips at 8 inches, and you should be able to get 13 pieces I was able to get 14, so I have one extra one. I'm going to be using my bowdabra. I like to use this machine when I'm putting together bundles. It holds everything nicely. And I do have all my ribbon ready to go. 6 pieces of each ribbon cut at 12 inches and dovetailed. So each pipe cleaner is going to receive a curl and some ribbon, and I'm going to be doing 2 different ribbon bundles. So for your curl, you just want to roll it up. You need to make sure that you're getting at least a good full roll and a half. And you don't want the ends to be sticking out. Take your seam side and place that down. Now if you don't have a bow maker, you can always use one of the pink clips from Dollar Tree, or if you have good hands, you can hold it in your hands. Let's see, for this one we're going to go Okay, so for one bundle, I'm going to do the plain yellow, the polka dot, and then the daisy on top. And you take that and place it in each pipe cleaner. Give a couple extra twists. You want to leave about a 1/2 inch and then push those pipe cleaners down. And then you're going to want to lift up your ribbon. And I just like to kind of separate mine out. And I like to do kind of a crisscross. So I like to lift up, curl the ends out, and kind of separate. So it looks like that. Okay, and then our second bundle. Again, we're going to have a nice curl. And this one I'm going to do my beautiful bee ribbon with this to accent. Right down the center. Work your way all the way down the center and then up both sides, alternating on your ribbon bundles. My base is complete. I have all my curls and my ribbon in. I went through and fluffed a little bit. There's a few more things I want to add, so I'm going to do the final fluffing after I add everything. I found these adorable little gnome bees at Dollar Tree. They had 4 different ones to choose from, and you could get these in wind chimes, in a hanging sign, or in a garden stake, so hopefully you'll be able to find them. And these are the 2 that I chose to go on the swag today. And these both came as wind chimes, so they had the little bell at the bottom. So they already have a hole in the bottom, and at the top I removed the hanger and the bell. You want to replace that with some floral wire. I get this from Dollar Tree. I prefer the silver because it pretty much disappears. So I've added that at the top and the bottom. I've left it nice and long to make it easy for me to attach these to my wreath. Now I want to put him towards the bottom on one side and then her up towards the top on one side. And to get these attached, I'm going to be taking my floral wire, feed it through the mesh until I can get to my paint stick in the back, and I'm going to attach it to my paint stick. If my paint stick isn't in the right area, then I will attach it to the bundle on the side. But you can attach it wherever you need to get that sign to sit where you want it on your wreath. I have my 2 Gnome Bees on, and I'm really happy with that. I think they look so cute. Now there's just 2 more elements I want to add. I have 2 stems here of these daisies that I picked up from Dollar Tree. I like those. I'm just going to be pushing the greenery up and then leave a couple inches there. And then I'm going to be gluing them in throughout the wreath. I don't know if 1 stem is going to be enough. I pulled out 2. I'll let you know when I'm done how many you're going to need. And then I'm also going to add a handful of these little bees. Now these came in packages from Dollar Tree. They had them last year. I haven't seen them in the stores yet this year. Hopefully they will get them in. But I am going to add a handful of these. You can also find these, I believe, online, and I think Walmart also has little bee buttons. You can go that route as well. Once you find your placement, just add a little bit of hot glue to the stem, and then you want to make sure that you get it nice and nestled right on down into the mesh. You want to make sure it gets good contact so it stays where you put it. Sometimes I kind of push them in so that they're actually skewer into the Deco mesh. I'm going to add in my final embellishments, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. I have all of my embellishments on, and I am very happy with the end result. It is so bright and cheery. And as you can see, I added my daisies and some of those cute little bees throughout. Just a little hidden surprise for when you walk up close. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show some love in the comments. This really does help support my channel. If you know anyone who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. Have a great day, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.